Since its inception, the pairing of the much disliked Google Plus and YouTube has gotten social networkers and like-minded video producers in a frenzy. The stance is, if it's broke, don't fix it. And that phrase couldn't be more true in this instance. So why all of a sudden have we woken up to find our once-beloved YouTube system seemingly torn apart and sewn back together with the now much-discussed Google Plus social networking platform? And of what benefit do we get from this change? And how has Google's changes affected the opinions of its loyal account holders and producers?
But I have to vent about something that is driving me absolutely insane, and I don't know a single YouTuber who doesn't feel the same way.
Hey guys, it's me, Francis. I try to put up with all this new Google Plus bullshit. Nobody wants to use Google Plus. You know what makes somebody hate a service or a website? Forcing them to use it. Now that I've been forced to use Google Plus, I find it satisfying and interesting. Said no one ever!
It's no secret, to many of the open-minded at least, that Google has nurtured a long-standing relationship with the intelligence community, including that of the CIA. An ex-CIA agent, Robert David Steele, has claimed sources told him that CIA seed money helped get the company off the ground. Furthermore, Google is reported to have jointly invested with the CIA in an internet monitoring project that scours Twitter accounts, blogs, and websites for all sorts of information, and can also, quote, predict the future. In 2010, Google publicly established a working relationship with the National Security Agency, or NSA, the government spy force responsible for warrantless monitoring of Americans' phone calls and emails in the wake of 9/11. The announcement came in response to a slew of supposed cyber attacks on the search engine company, which it says emanated from China. As it has done in the past, the government once again used the threat of outside forces as a justification to take away more of our rights and increase surveillance on the masses. The recent scandal involving the company's Street View roaming vehicles accessing the Wi-Fi details of internet users and mapping their online activities has also raised serious questions. Google Earth and Street View are confirmed to be being used by the government to spy on Americans in an effort to collect revenue and enforce ordinance on swimming pools without safety certificates, junk cars being stored without permission, unlicensed porches, and a myriad of other petty transgressions that the state is feeding off of in complete violation of the Fourth Amendment to relieve citizens of whatever income they have left after being looted of trillions of dollars in wealth that the state has transferred to foreign banks. So with the unveiling of the new Google Plus connected YouTube system, one should correctly wonder just why all of a sudden do we need to have a social networking profile just to post comments on a few videos. The fact that we are now not even allowed to post on a video comment section unless we have a Google Plus profile speaks volumes about the true reason behind the installation of this new system. It's no secret that YouTube has grown into one of the few major microphones where alternative media producers can freely speak their minds about things outside of the status quo. It is here that we have grown our voices and in countless instances called out the powers that be and amassed huge amounts of like-minded support, all clamoring for the truth that they couldn't otherwise get from the national media on television. Before Google Plus, we at least to some degree harbored a sense of anointment if we wanted to, having been able to set up a YouTube account with no identifying personal information and the choice to post a comment or create a video without having to worry about the repercussions of discussing certain taboo topics or the fear of being called out by Big Brother. Unfortunately, Big Brother has caught on to this way of business, and through their documented control of the internet giant Google, have now installed a failsafe to ensure that anyone posting on YouTube, especially regarding subjects that they would deem un-American, can now be identified through the myriad of personal information we have been now forced to supply through our wonderful new Google Plus accounts. The government has quite blatantly pushed its spy network into the realm of the online video world, and what we can only surmise is an attempt to further control, blackmail, identify, and silence those posters who would be brave enough to speak out against them. Even one of YouTube's very own co-founders broke his silence after years just to speak out against the new Google Plus system. So with everyone boycotting Google, including one of YouTube's very own, it becomes that much more apparent that there really is no real reason we need Google Plus, except to simply give the government more control and the average YouTube poster less privacy. The growing governmental conspiracy to take away the rights that we as Americans hold so dear is reaching a critical mass. Soon we will start to truly feel the pressure of Uncle Sam's grip, and the time will come for us to stand up and fight back. The powers that be have been fighting dirty for way too long, and it's time that we band together and do the same. We remind you all to never publish any identifiable information in your social networking accounts, especially when it comes to taboo subjects that channels like ours research, where your privacy means everything, as does your right to speak out against the lies and violations being pushed on our community. I am Tyler with Secure Team 10, and as always, we'd like you to share, subscribe, and stay safe out there. And we thank all of you for your continued support in our search for the truth.